Good morning, good morning. I am the special captain of the DHS Independent Enterprise, Thomas Jessica, Flight Commander, Flight Engineer, Pilot, Co-Pilot, British Airways, Airbus 380, Pilot, Co-Pilot. I am the special captain of the DHS Independent Enterprise, James C. Kirk, Tom Nelson, James C. Kirk, Flight Commander, Flight Engineer, Pilot, Co-Pilot, British Airways, Airbus 380. This is a quarter. 45 years, they will not throw a cent, a pin. 45 years, they will not throw a cent. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, announced announced the other day I saw on the video, announced that Trump cannot run for the third term. He cannot remain in the office after third term. He has to go. The rules and regulations are such that you need to change the Constitution of the United States. It takes 10 years to pass the bill. It takes 10 years to pass the bill to make another term. By the time he'll be out of the office, he'll be out of the office in 3 years. He'll be next. He cannot run for a third term. Donald Trump said he does not want to be king. He does not want to be a dictator. He does not want to be a ruler. He doesn't want to be a tyrant. He does not want to be a dictator. He does not want to be a king. He has to go. He has to go. He has to leave the office. Whatever he does, no matter what he does, he has to leave the office. He's be just like under Biden, under Obama, under Bush, under Clinton. You never see them. Once they leave the office, you never see them. You be like Mario Cuomo. Once the term is finished, you will never see them. Like Obama, you don't see them anymore. Whatever Trump is trying to do is trying to stay in power after the second term. He cannot do it. It's legally he cannot do it. He doesn't want to be autocratic. He don't want 51st state. He don't want nothing. And Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, said the rules are such that it takes 10 years to change the amendment of the Constitution. To amend the Constitution to the third term, it takes 10 years, which is impossible to stay in the office after 4 years. He cannot stay in the office. He says he does not want to be king, he does not want to be dictator. I myself outlasted more than 182 regimes, more than 10, 15 presidents. I outlasted Carter, outlasted Nixon, outlasted Ford, outlasted Reagan, outlasted Reagan. I outlasted Clinton. I outlasted Obama. Outlasted George Bush, the first and the second George Bush. More than 15 presidents and kings and presidents, 100 nations. I outlasted 100 nations. Constitutional monarch of 100 nations, 70% terrorists. I outlasted Ford. I outlasted Nixon. I outlasted Carter. Outlasted Reagan. Outlasted Reagan. I outlasted George Bush the father, George Bush the son, Clinton, Obama, George Bush, Trump 2 terms. I outlasted Trump 2 terms. 100 regimes I outlasted because I'm the chosen one of God. I've been through all this time, 45 years advertising on TV in metro area, every week, every single week. That Donald Trump cannot stay in the office after 3 years. No matter how many kings and presidents he meet or how many summits he goes to, he has to go. He has to retire. They tried to kill me for 45 years. They tried to murder me. Now, Mike and Tony and Murray tried to kill me for at least close to 3 years time. Everybody might meet, they want me destroyed. I asked Carl to buy me several times coffee. He will not spend $2 for coffee. He will not spend $2 for coffee. All these years I know Mary, she will not give 1 cent. 1 cent. They are running a. They need to shut that office down. Mary, Lucy, and Shamin. They need to close that office because they are selling real estate without license. They just run me out. They ran me out of New York City, where I cannot get no SSI, no SSD, no food stamp, no Medicaid. As soon as you change your address, you're fucked up. You lost everything. You lost your SSD, you lost your Medicaid, you lost your food stamp, you lost everything. Good morning. This is Captain Tom Nelson, James Kirk.
Good morning, Captain Nelson. How can I help you today?
Good morning. This is Captain Tom Nelson, James Kirk.
Good morning, Captain Nelson. How can I help you today?
I am the special captain of the DHS's Independent Enterprise, Tom Nelson, James Kirk, Flight Commander, Flight Engineer, British Airways pilot, the Airbus 380.
That's interesting. How can I assist the DHS Independent Enterprise?
Can you describe in detail, complete detail, how we can establish a moon colony, a Mars colony?
Establishing a mass moon colony is a complex, multi-stage endeavor focused on self-sustainability, requiring significant infrastructure and overcoming the harsh lunar environment. 1. Phase 1, Robotic and Crewed Outpost Establishment. Site selection. Choose a location, likely near the South Pole, to access shadowed craters containing water, ice, and areas with near-continuous sunlight for power. Infrastructure pre-deployment. Send uncrewed missions to deploy essential infrastructure, including landing pads to mitigate high-velocity lunar dust, regolith damage. Initial power sources. Solar arrays, small nuclear fission reactors. Communication relays for continuous Earth contact. Robotic builders, to begin excavating and constructing habitats. First crewed missions. Transport small crews and initial prefabricated inflatable habitat modules with life support systems. Air, water, food. Astronauts initially live in the landers while setting up the core base. 2. Phase 2. Expansion and Resource Utilization, ISRU. Habitat shielding. A key step for long-term safety is protecting the habitats from solar and cosmic radiation and micrometeorites. This is achieved by covering them with several meters of lunar regolith, surface soil, either by burying them in craters/lava tubes or using robotic earth movers. In situ resource utilization, ISRU. This is critical for sustainability. Water extraction. Mine and process water ice from polar craters for drinking, life support, and creating rocket fuel, liquid hydrogen and oxygen, through electrolysis. Oxygen production. Extract oxygen from lunar regolith, primarily for breathable air and rocket fuel oxidizer. Construction materials. Use regolith mixed with binding agents or 3D printing techniques to create concrete-like material for structures, roads, and landing pads, reducing dependency on Earth shipments. Life support and food. Develop closed-loop, highly efficient recycling systems for air and water. Establish hydroponic/aeroponic farms within pressurized environments to grow food, recycling waste back into the system. 3. Phase 3, Achieving Sustainability and Mass Colony Growth. Full-scale power generation. Increase power capabilities with multiple nuclear reactors or massive solar arrays to support a growing population and industrial processes. Manufacturing and maintenance. Establish lunar-based manufacturing to produce spare parts and complex equipment using locally sourced metals and ceramics. This reduces the need for constant resupply from Earth. Transportation networks. Develop pressurized rovers and potentially small shielded rail systems for local mobility between habitats and industrial sites. Long-term health. Implement dedicated facilities and protocols to mitigate the effects of low gravity, bone/muscle density loss, and manage the psychological stress of isolation. Economic drivers. Identify and scale up economic activities, such as extracting helium-3 for potential fusion power, manufacturing unique low-gravity products, and supporting an off-world space transportation depot. The transition to a mass colony involves continually scaling these systems to accommodate thousands of inhabitants and establishing local governance, a robust independent supply chain, and social infrastructure. Would you like me to elaborate on the specific technology needed for in situ resource utilization, ISRU?
Yes, please.
I am here to help. How can I assist you now?
Explain complete detailed gateway integrated space configuration.
The Gateway is a small human-tended space station planned for a highly elliptical near-rectilinear halo orbit, NRHO, around the Moon. It is a critical component of NASA's Artemis program, designed as a staging post for lunar surface missions and a platform for deep space research. Integrated space configuration. The Gateway's configuration is a modular international collaboration, NASA, ESA, JAXA, CSA, that will be assembled in lunar orbit. It is designed to be autonomous for long periods when uncrewed. 1. Core elements. Initial configuration. These modules are launched together as the foundational unit. Power and propulsion element, PPE, NASA. Function. Provides the station's power via large solar arrays, high-rate communications with Earth, and propulsion using solar electric propulsion /SF for orbital maneuvers and station keeping in the NRHO. Configuration. Forms the backbone to which other modules attach. Habitation and logistics outpost, HALO, NASA/Northrop Grumman. Function. The initial pressurized volume where astronauts will live, work, and prepare for lunar surface missions. It serves as the command and control center for the entire station. Configuration includes life support, energy storage, power distribution, and multiple docking ports for the Orion crew capsule, lunar landers, and future modules. 2. Expansion and habitation modules. These elements provide expanded living and capability for sustained operations. International Habitation Module, IHAB, ESA, JAXA. Function. Provides significant additional habitable volume and key life support systems, allowing for longer crew stays, up to 4 astronauts for 30 to 90 days. Configuration. Connects directly to HALO. JAXA contributes batteries and portions of the Environmental Control and Life Support System, ECLSS. Lunar View, ESA. Function. Provides refueling capabilities, xenon for SEP and hydrazine for supplementary thrusters, and a pressurized area, including windows for viewing the Moon in space. Configuration includes an airlock for science payloads and potentially small habitat volume. 3. Robotic and logistics systems. These components ensure maintenance and resupply. Canadarm3 CSA. Function. A highly autonomous robotic arm system for station maintenance, repair, inspecting the exterior, assisting with module movement, and capturing visiting logistics vehicles. Deep Space Logistics, DSL, NASA Commercial Services. Function. Commercial cargo vehicles that deliver supplies, equipment, and experiments, logistics, to the Gateway to resupply the crew and station. The Near Rectilinear Halo Orbit, NRHO. Gateway's unique NRHO is a highly stable 6.5-day orbit with a near-polar inclination. This orbit is chosen because 1. Fuel efficiency. It requires minimal propellant for station keeping. 2. Lunar access. It provides efficient access for lunar landers to reach the Moon's polar regions, where water ice is located. 3. Earth communication. It offers near-continuous line-of-sight communication with Earth. 4. Solar power. It maximizes the time the station spends in sunlight for power generation. The Gateway is designed for an operational lifespan of at least 15 years, serving as the link between Earth and the Moon, and a stepping stone for future crewed missions to Mars. Would you like to know more about the scientific experiments planned for the Gateway?
Yes, please.
I asked if you would like me to elaborate on the specific technology needed for in situ resource utilization, ISRU, for a moon colony. Would you like details on ISRU technology?
Yes, please.
Yes, in situ resource utilization, ISRU, is essential for a mass moon colony, focusing on converting local lunar materials into usable resources. Key ISRU technologies. 1. Water extraction. Water ice, located primarily in permanently shadowed regions, PSRs, at the lunar poles, is the most valuable resource. Drilling/mining. Specialized robotic drills and excavators, like the Trident or PVEX concepts, are needed to penetrate the frozen regolith and deliver the ice-bearing material to a processor. Thermal extraction. The mined regolith is heated, often using concentrated sunlight, solar thermal concentrators, or microwave heating, which works faster and more uniformly in low conductivity regolith to sublimate the water ice into vapor. Cold trap condensation. The water vapor is collected and piped to a cold trap where it is condensed and purified into liquid water for life support, drinking, plant growth. 2. Oxygen production for life support and fuel. Oxygen is chemically bound within the silicate and oxide minerals of the lunar regolith. Extracting it requires high temperature processing, molten regolith electrolysis, MRE. This is a leading concept. Lunar regolith is heated above 1600 to the power of Circ C until it melts into a viscous liquid. An electric current is passed through this melt, which splits the metal oxides into pure oxygen gas, collectible at the anode, and a valuable byproduct of molten metals, like iron and aluminum, that can be used for construction. Carbothermal reduction. This process uses a carbon-containing gas, like methane, to chemically react with the metal oxides in the regolith, producing carbon monoxide and eventually oxygen and water, which can then be electrolyzed. 3. Construction materials. Using local regolith for construction eliminates the huge cost of launching building materials from Earth. 3D printing/additive manufacturing. Large robotic 3D printers are deployed. They can build structures by sintering, using high-powered lasers or focused sunlight to heat regolith particles until they fuse, melt, and bond. Binding, spraying a binding solution onto regolith powder layer by layer to create lunar concrete or a ceramic-like material. Radiation shielding. These 3D printed materials, particularly thick layers of unfused regolith powder, are used to cover inflatable habitats, providing essential shielding from cosmic radiation and micrometeorites. ISRU drastically lowers the cost and risk of a permanent colony by turning the moon from a destination that needs everything to a site that can provide its own water, air, fuel, and shielding. What aspect of the colony's operation, like power generation or life support, would you like to explore next?
This is Captain Thomas and Jessica. Shuttle was used to build the International Space Station. Is it possible that we can build a Millennium Falcon Starship to build the Gateway integrated spacecraft configuration?
The Gateway is being built using existing, real-world space technology and launch vehicles, not a fictional vessel like the Millennium Falcon. The construction method is similar to the ISS. 1. Modules like PPE and Halo are built on Earth. 2. They are launched into space, initially by a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket and propelled to lunar orbit. 3. The modules automatically dock to form the integrated station configuration. The Millennium Falcon is a science fiction starship and is not a part of any current International Space Agency plans for construction.
Is it feasible to study a construction of Millennium Falcon spaceship Starship?
A fully functional Millennium Falcon is not feasible to construct or study with current technology, as it relies on fictional technologies like hyperdrives, deflector shields, and the powerful Quad-X power core. However, it is feasible to study. The design, its unique, non-aerodynamic shape is fine for space but presents immense challenges for atmospheric flight. Concept studies. Scientists have analyzed its fictional systems against real physics. Determining things like warp drives and wormholes are currently theoretical and require exotic, unproven matter. Non-functional replicas. It is possible to build life-size, non-flying replicas for artistic or museum purposes.
What is a warp power or warp speed?
The power required for a warp drive, a fictional concept, varies wildly between science fiction and real theoretical physics. 1. In Star Trek, power is generated by a matter-antimatter reaction in a warp core. Technical manuals have suggested output on the order of gigawatts to terawatts, 10 to the power of 9 to 10 to the power of 12 watts. For lower warp factors, with a single quote from Data in TNG mentioning 12.75 billion gigawatts, 1.275 times 10 to the power of 19 watts for the main power. 2. In theoretical physics, Alcubierre drive. A real warp drive concept that warps spacetime would require energy equivalent to the mass of Jupiter or more, which is an astronomical and currently unattainable amount of energy, largely due to the need for speculative negative energy density, exotic matter. Newer models have reduced the theoretical requirement, but it remains far beyond current capabilities.
This is Captain Thomas and Jessica Kirk, the real Kirk, real Shatner. Is it possible to build a Mars colony?
Yes, building a Mars colony is technologically feasible, but it presents extreme challenges that require solving major hurdles. The primary issues are radiation protection. Mars lacks a thick atmosphere or strong magnetic field, requiring colonists to live in heavily shielded or underground habitats. Life support and self sufficiency. A colony must achieve in situ resource utilization, ISRU, to generate breathable oxygen, extract water, and grow food to survive the minimum 6-month delay for resupply from Earth. Low gravity and health. The long term physiological and psychological effects of the low Martian gravity, about 38% of Earth's, on human health, are still largely unknown and must be mitigated. International agencies like NASA and private enterprises like SpaceX are actively developing the required heavy lift transportation and resource utilization technologies for this goal.
With current technology, this is Captain Thomas and Jessica. With current technology, how long it take from people to get from Earth to Mars?
തമിഴ്നാട്ടിൽ സാങ്കേതിക സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പുകൾ ഉദ്ഘാടനം ചെയ്യാനുള്ള വിവരങ്ങളാണോ നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയേണ്ടത്? ഏത് ടെക്നോളജി സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പിനെ കുറിച്ചാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ഉദ്ഘാടന വിവരങ്ങൾ അന്വേഷിക്കുന്നത്?
Speak English.
I apologize for the confusion. You asked for information regarding the inauguration of a tech startup in Tamil Nadu in Malayalam. Please, followed by a Malayalam query. Is there a specific technology startup or opening in Tamil Nadu you would like to know about in English?
This is Captain Thomas and Jessica, Starship Enterprise. With current technology, how long it would take men from Earth to get to the Mars?
With current chemical propulsion technology, the trip for men from Earth to Mars takes about 6 to 9 months, depending on the launch window and orbital path.
This is Captain Thomas and Jessica, Starship Enterprise. This Enterprise, you did excellent, you did wonderful, you did a great job, you explained everything beautifully. Outstanding job of explaining Mars colony, moon colony, and everything that I need to know. Thank you, take care, bye-bye.
Thank you, Captain Nelson. I'm glad I could provide the detailed information you needed. Take care.
This is the absolute best phone holder for your car. Your phone clips right into it and it attaches to your
Walmart's top brand gifts surprised every last who.
Walmart has Tony's?
And Nespresso?